What's up, everybody? We are at the season finale for the eFormula series. Small group today, but these guys are going into the championship race. Thomas Stowers has it locked down. Let's go to the starting grid of the first race. We got David starting on the pole with that quick time of 120.819. Thomas Stowers in second. Marcellus in third. Conrado in fourth. Justin in fifth. Spencer Pete in sixth. And Scott is going to round out the field in seventh. Justin picked up some time. Good to see. But this is the season finale. This is the last time these guys will be racing out here tonight. For the rest of the season, I don't know what we're doing for next season, but we're going to find out as these guys get ready to go. Just waiting for Justin to line up. But it's been a pretty good season. Even with some of these smaller groups, the racing has been absolutely great as we're getting ready for the... Look at pace car in this one. As we're getting ready for... No, it's not 250 laps. It's 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes. That's just what it shows on that ticker. For whatever reason. And then yeah, 24. What's up, Max? Yeah, it's not 250 laps. It's just for some reason the tower won't go by time. It'll only go by laps. I don't know why, but that's what it does. The ticker though, it does the minutes. Once they take the green flag, it'll set it to 15 minutes. 15 minutes for the sprint race. Essentially just a heat race. And then they invert the top five. And green 30 flag, minutes. Green flag. Yeah. Hey, I would do it. Green flag is out. As David, I think, is liking that start a little bit more than those standing starts, as he got a decent one. Here comes Thomas Stowers. He's going to be our championship at the end of this race. He was our champion. He definitely is fast here tonight, and he could potentially take the win and the championship, even though nobody else can catch him. Still about bragging rights. You want to go into the off-season with a victory here. And David's looking to drive away from the field and do that, at least in this sprint race. So here we are at Mid-Ohio. Definitely a very technical track. I don't know how many of you guys out here have done Mid-Ohio, but there's a lot of elevation changes. This is not an easy track. Let's go ahead and pull up the track map so we can see where everybody's at. I got told to get ready for a crash in my ears. It's probably not Justin who said it. Everybody kept it straight through there. But with these elevation changes, let's jump on board with somebody so you can get a feel of how the elevation change definitely affects this. As Thomas is looking to go for the lead, let's go into his cockpit version, since that's where all the action is anyway. Turn number one was the biggest concern here tonight for these drivers, as Thomas is looking to get around him. Can't quite get there, but he swings it high as David swings it low. Thomas will be learning this whole time. I wouldn't be surprised to see how much he really learns at the end of this one and how much faster he gets. What's up, Juan? Yeah, I hope there's a season 2 and hope to see you. It was always fun watching you. Even if Marcellus doesn't do another D series, I'm going to talk to him about doing something. I'm going to have conversations with him. I love having some road content on the channel. I'm not a big road guy, so me hosting those races definitely makes it a little bit difficult. So if I can get someone like Marcellus and maybe have him utilize the group of guys I have, it might work out for both of us to keep a better, fuller field. As we are watching David try and work the back, or watching Thomas trying to work the back of David as Scott has issues. Let's see what happened to Scott. That turn one, did it get him? Oh no, turn two. Turn two. And he goes straight into the cones. What did those cones ever do to you, Scott? Definitely a difficult corner there. As they're side by side for the lead. We have Thomas in the position to take it, but he's got to fall back in line, and here comes Marcellus. Marcellus throwing him up in there. But yeah, Juan, I hope you make it back. It sucks that you're not here tonight. As the top three are nose to tail, you know, who needs a big car field when you got three guys like this all up in a bunch? We watched them get just as good a racing out of these three guys as we can from a full field. As these guys are going to show it here is Thomas. Thomas trying to find a way around David. I saw him get a little itchy there. Like he was trying to make a move. Has to stay in line. Looks to the outside. Nothing's there. Is he going to try and cut him? Nope. He's going to keep that momentum to the high side. Thomas is definitely looking fast here. As we got about a little more than 10.5 minutes left to this first race, the sprint race. Still nose to tail. Justin Rex. But yeah. Yeah, a lot of people. We got one guy, Roadblock Ron. He's a trip. He does the same thing. Oh, he caught the curve. Gets sideways. Goes for the slide. Ooh, Marcellus off the track. Let's go see what happened to him. Oh! Marcellus loops it. Get back turned around, Marcellus. Poor Marcellus. He's had that happen all too much this year in that number 61 machine. As Thomas is definitely playing a cat-mouse game with David. Let's see if he can find an advantage. He's just studying David right now. Where's David fast? Where's David making mistakes? Where can I pass him cleanly? No sense in pushing the issue right now. Definitely looking for a place. I guarantee if David makes any mistake, Thomas, who's been all so perfect all season long, will take that lead away from him. Thomas has probably made the least amount of mistakes this season. He's been ultra consistent. David not feeling so comfortable as he did after he put down that fast qualifying time. As Thomas isn't letting him go. Thomas is driving in his tread prints here. There's so much you can learn by driving behind a caliper driver like David, and somebody with as much racing smarts as Thomas Stowers. He's going to take every advantage of that and maybe find a spot that he can pick up the speed on somebody like David. Like I said, Thomas doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes, as he seemed to lose a little bit of ground there. But you can see David stuck running those defensive positions, probably not running the exact line he wants, to make sure he doesn't get the opportunity for Thomas to cut down under him. As I've seen him pinch off a lot of these corners low coming out and not going as high as I expected him to. There he goes. He slips a little high. Thomas is going to take advantage of it. No, Thomas has got to fall back in line. A little bit higher that time. A little bit of a slip. Thomas wasn't able to capitalize on it, but you could see him chomping at the bits. Thomas looking high, putting more pressure on him. See if he can get him to make a mistake. As you could see these guys pulling away from the rest of the field. That's another smart thing that these guys can do. As much space as they can put behind them and the other ones. When they get racing, it'll keep that. Oh, Thomas got a little slip there. That was rare. That was definitely rare. Don't see that happen very often. As Thomas is still trying to work the back end of that number 21 machine. Thomas looks a little bit lower, trying to find any advantage he can. Right on the exhaust pipes of that number 21. I mean, if you're David, you just don't look in the mirror at this point. Here comes Thomas. Makes a move to the inside. Is he there? He is. Can he take the spot? He's got to slow down a bunch to make the corner. David's got the position to that side. Thomas not able to capitalize on it. But that definitely let David know he was there. That's going to make David drive a little bit differently. I don't care who you are. You got somebody working you like Thomas that's so perfect all the time. It's going to make you make mistakes. Oh, we got Stowers actually slid off the track a little bit, but came back on. That's going to cause him to lose some ground. Like I said, he doesn't make mistakes very often, but he has made a couple here. David, with his 4,100 I rating, way out there in the lead. Not way out there, but out in the lead. He's got a little bit of breathing room now. We might see him drive a little bit different type of line. Let's see if he can pull away now. That's really what he needed. Is we got about 5 minutes left of this session. But Thomas, as quick as he is at learning, could very easily reel these guys in. See if we got any other battles going on in the field. Marcellus all by himself. He's trying to dig in on Spencer. And Conrado, he's got two drivers up there in front of him. He could potentially gain a couple spots. But I'll tell you what, Marcellus is probably in the best position. Sitting in that fifth spot, that's not too bad. That'll give you the pull for the feature here tonight. David in the lead. Stowers in second. There's Justin off the track again. Oh, got loose. Don't get stuck in the sand trap. Keep the wheels moving, and he does. Back out on the track. Stowers, 4/10 of a second behind our leader here. Can he gain any ground on that? As it doesn't look like David's pulling away from him. Actually, it looks like Stowers is slowly gaining. As we got 4 minutes left, can Stowers get there and make a move? And Stowers is back. He's closed the gap all the way back up, and he's right on that exhaust of David and that number 21. Single file. Thomas looks low. David blocks. Thomas trying to draw him out. You know, that's a good way. Those little movements, even if you're not going to make the move, makes the person in front of you pay attention to it. I mean, you know they're watching the mirrors when you're that close. Making those little movements can cause them to do a little shift in their driving and maybe give you an advantage. You'll see drivers do that in real life, make little pullouts there, just to make sure they see him in a mirror and see him making a move. Sometimes it causes them to react and allow you to gain that position. As we are down to 2.5 minutes just about in this one. So we are doing how much? 1 point. We might have 3 laps left, but I think we're going to be right around 2. As Thomas almost hits the back end of that number 21. He's going to look high. Then he's going to go back in line. Can he do anything with him? He's running out of opportunities before the end of the sprint race. And you know, you got to wonder, are tires going to play a role here? There's a lot of turns at this track. Will tires play a role? Can somebody who's easier on the tires gain an advantage through this race? Stowers trying to find a place to go and get around him as he's running out of time. Stowers just about throws the wheel off the track there. Marcellus got around Spencer. Spencer got back. I want to go back and look at that, but they're still side by side. Looks like Marcellus is going to get it, but Spencer is about as hard as it is to pass. He'll race everybody. But it looked like Marcellus got around him, as I think we have about one lap to go. I don't think they have enough time to complete another lap. Oh, they didn't display the white flag. So maybe we're going to get 2 laps. Thomas all over the back end of that number 21 machine. Can he get around him? Let's see if he makes a move here. Nothing. He's just going to stay right on his exhaust. Maybe he'll make a mistake. It's not really worth giving up your race. Scott has an issue. I'd go back and look, but this race is almost over. We might be in the last lap of this one. Spencer Pete off the track, then back on. Thomas Stowers trying to grab enough to get around him. We might be getting one more lap here. We're about to find out. 10, 9, 8. Stowers all over the back end. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go for these guys. As they got to the line just in time to get one more lap. Can Stowers do anything with him? Stowers all over the back end of that number 21. Nothing he can do with him yet. Is he going to make that move? Oh, he's going to get underneath them. Oh, contact. Contact. The leaders get together. Stowers lets him pull back out, as that was definitely incidental contact. Let's see. Oh, net code, 100%. That was 100% net code. Stowers they were both exactly where they needed to be. I just think their driving was more advanced than iRacing's. Stowers looks high. Can't do anything with it. As it looks like it's going to be David for the first sprint race. For the sprint race leading into the feature. Good win for David. Thomas second. Conrado's going to come home third. Marcelo's able to fight back to fourth after his spin. Here comes Spencer Pete in the 5th position. Justin looking to take that 7th spot. Here comes Justin taking that 6th spot officially. And here comes Scott to round out the field in that 7th position. What a good little run for those guys there. All right. We got a little bit of warm-up going here as Justin's going to be starting on the pole. Did he finish 5th? Did you finish 5th? Nope, 5th gets the pole. All right, these guys have a little bit of a warm up. I don't know if anybody's going to take advantage of it. Anybody going out for the warm up? Yeah, it'd be good to just put somebody out here. Oh, God. All right, here comes Justin and Thomas. As these guys are going to put some hot laps down and... He said crossovers, not crossover yourself. Here comes Marcellus out. This stuff is funny over here on Discord, guys. It is absolutely hilarious. So, guys, later on we got the KMM. We have the KMM All-Star race, and then tonight we have the Pro 2 lights going to Dirt Charlotte. Should be a good one there too tonight. So you don't want to miss those events. As Justin is off the track once again. I'm going to go ahead and leave you on Marcellus, and you give me a few minutes. I will be right back. All right, guys, we are going racing for the feature. Let's go ahead and pull up the starting grid for tonight's race. Spencer Pete starting on the pole as he got the fifth position and is inverted. Marcellus in second, Conrado in third, Thomas Stowers in fourth, David in fifth, Justin in sixth, and Scott will be starting seventh here tonight. Guys, Marcellus has got to love where he's starting, and everybody's got to love the fact that Spencer Pete's up there. Spencer Pete, we're gonna call him Spencer Newman. As these guys are trying to get back up to the field.
Green, green, green.
Oh, black flags are going to be given out here. I'm pretty sure. As these guys take off down into the turn, you got Spencer and Conrado. I don't know how that's going to turn out. As David spins it. Spencer Pete spun around. Marcellus hits him. The whole field. Only Conrado. Well, Conrado, Thomas, and Scott make it through. Wow. Let's go take a look at what happened. Spencer Pete just lost the back end. Conrado went around. Marcellus with nowhere to go and gets the tire on the front of Spencer Pete. That's a tough one as Conrado still has the lead. This is a big win for Scott as Scott drove right through it, sitting in the third position. Can he steal himself a podium? David's got it right at the right way though. Justin is in fifth. Spencer Pete all the way back to sixth, and Marcellus definitely hurting in that number 61 machine. Back up to the front as Stowers is trying to get around Conrado. This is a huge advantage for that number 211 to win this race. As him and David were awfully close. This might come down to pit stops here. This might come down to how good is your pit stop. It might put these guys right together at the end of this. Thomas tried to chase down that number 52 of Conrado. Conrado's got a lead. Conrado out of Brazil. Having a good run here tonight. Trying to replace New Senna. Thomas with a big run to the outside. Nothing there as Conrado slams the door. Justin gets around again. Let's go see what happened to Justin. Does he get... Oh, he just... Gonna lose it up here, I'm sure, in turn two. So many people have... Yep, just gets loose. Back end comes around. He goes for a little bit of ride. Marcellus is going to get around him. So Conrado's still in command. Not easy to pass here. Thomas has got to pick the right point to pass him. Conrado with a good run. He's got to feel good right now just to hold Thomas off, as Thomas has been the class of the field all season long. That's why he's going to be the champion. Thomas trying to get the run on the outside. He's going to get it. No, he can't. That door is closed. Will Conrado block him going down in turn one? What will it mean for the leaders? As David got around the number 07 of Scott and up into the third position. Thomas has got to be thinking, it's go time. I don't want David on my heels. Thomas Stowers trying to catch the draft. He's going to go high. Can he get the position as Conrado breaks hard on the inside? Thomas is there. They're side by side. Thomas is going to take the lead. Thomas to the point. It's exactly what he needed to do, as Conrado had slimmed down the lead from 3.5 seconds to 3 seconds. Now Thomas can work on pulling away, and David's got to deal with the pass in the number 52 when he gets there. But here's the other thing. Thomas has got to pull away from Conrado. You don't know. I mean, Conrado could throw a pass in there, and they catch contact as Conrado's got the position. And then he's got to back off. You don't want him making a mistake up under you, taking you out of contention, and that's one of the worries that you have. One of these guys looking to take a victory at the end of the season to mark their name in the record books could make a move that you're just not sure about. But now he's gapped him a little bit. That's going to help him out, as he doesn't have to worry about that pressure behind him. Meanwhile, David is closed in another second on these guys, as David is looking fast right now. Driving the wheels off that number 21 to get up to the lead, but he's still got to pass that car. How hard will Conrado fight him? As you've seen him battling back with Thomas. I mean, it's second place. You're not going to just give it up. And Conrado, amazingly, staying with Thomas Stowers for the most part. Stowers isn't just rolling away. David is closing hard on these guys, as he's got that gap down to 1.8 seconds. It was just a couple laps ago. It was a 3.5 second lead. As now Thomas seems to be extending the lead a little bit. Has he found a rhythm? Thomas Stowers definitely opening up the gap. Oh, he went in the pits. David went in the pits. David taking his pit stop now to get it out the way. It's going to leave Stowers way up there in the lead. Well, way up ahead of him. Conrado in second. Scott back to third. Marcellus up to fourth. And Marcellus is 8.5 seconds behind Scott. He's just hoping he can get a podium finish. And Conrado, if he can stay with Stowers, he might put himself in contention easily for a podium finish, if not a victory here tonight. Scott went off the track a little bit. Did he lose any ground? Let's go take a look and see what happened to him. Probably just a little brush. Oh, overshot that one a little bit. Not a huge deal, but definitely shrunk the gap between him and Marcellus. So back up here to the lead battle. Right now, Conrado's not able to do anything with him. He's driving the wheels. He goes in the pits. Oh, sorry, Thomas goes in the pits. So that's going to give Conrado the lead back. Thomas is going to go in here and get his gas. And Scott crashed. What happened to Scott? Let's go take a look at what happened to the 07 machine. Oh, he was in a little hot and just lost the back end. He knew he was hot. That's why he ended up losing it. So Thomas Stowers. We also got Scott and Marcellus in now. So everybody making these early pit stops here tonight. Stowers came out behind David. David's pit stop was so quick, he got ahead of Stowers. So this is potentially, depending on how Conrado does. Look at Justin. Justin up to the second spot for now. But he's got to feel good about running there. Conrado in the lead by 21 seconds. As David and Stowers are looking to close in on Justin. I know Stowers has got to be thinking about, can I get around the 21? I mean, at least they're together. We're going to have a battle between these guys by the end of it, as long as no one makes a mistake. But David definitely recovering from his first lap mistake very well, as he came out of the pit cycle ahead of Thomas. Conrado's in. Is that going to put Justin in the lead, or will Justin pit? Oh, Justin probably wants to lead a lap, but we're going to find out here in just a minute. And see where Conrado comes out. That'll be important too. Justin is going to go out there and see if he can lead a lap. Should be able to. Is Conrado still in there? He is not coming out. The 52 just got past for the lead by Thomas and David. Here he comes. But he's going to be about 8 seconds behind these guys as they're trying to close in on Justin. Justin wants to get this one lap, lead this one lap and get it in the record books. Can he do it? Let's go ride with that since I could see pretty much that battle from here. Justin down through these S's as you can really see the elevation changes in this shot. There's another good shot with the elevation as Justin's got the lead. Can he lead this lap? Will he stay out one more lap just to lead it? That's the question. "20 minutes left in this race as Thomas is pushing the back end of David. And Justin's going to come out and lead a lap at Mid-Ohio. Look at that 77 go. Justin gets a lap led there. I'm pretty sure he'll come down this next time by. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know, but everybody else is pitted except for the number 77. He's got to feel good about that one as these guys are closing in on him. Justin looking to dive in the pits. This time by, I think, as the leader, as the second and third place cars have caught him, Justin's going to stay out one more lap. I don't know if he missed the pits or he just wants 2 laps. There's 2 laps. So Justin falls back to third as Thomas and David get around him, but Thomas and David are right on top of each other. Thomas got to find a way around David. David is going to be hard to pass, and he's fast. If you can get in front of him, you can control a lot more of the race, and Thomas knows that. So let's see if he can get around him as Justin's doing a decent job staying with these guys. He still has not made his pit stop. Wow, Thomas is all over the 21. Can he get around him as we're coming to 17 minutes left on this one? Thomas all over the tailpipes of that number 21. Can he get around him? He's going to start taking that high angle in. Let's see if he can make David make a mistake. David's already made one this race. Can he get him to make another as these guys are nose to tail? Justin doing a decent job staying with these guys. He's still only a second back as Thomas makes the move for the lead. David's going to have the position going into that turn, and Thomas has no choice but to fall back in place, and that lets Justin get back up in this battle in the 77. Nose to tail for the leaders. Thomas looking for a way around, looking for a mistake, anything he could grasp onto to get around that number 21. Is he going to find a place as we got 16 minutes remaining in this one? almost to the halfway point now. Thomas goes high. Stays high. He just likes that momentum, and then he apexes late. As Justin has surprisingly stayed right behind these guys. That time by, Justin was the fastest car with a 121.42. David in the lead. Thomas Stowers in second. Justin trying to make himself a player. He's still got a pit though. But definitely a solid run out of the 77. Here comes Thomas looking to the high side. And he's got Justin on his heels. Justin backs off right before he gets into him. Oh, man. I'm listening to these guys in Discord right now. Justin's having a blast here with these guys. As David and the lead. Oh, Justin catches a little bit of grass. Saves it. But that's going to hurt his time as he's falling back a second out of the lead. Thomas trying to figure out a place to get under David. David definitely fast. But Thomas is reeling him back in. He's 0.4 of a second back. Got 14 minutes and 20 seconds left on this one. Thomas Stowers in second. David in first in the lead. I stumbled over that because I'm so used to Thomas being out front, but David putting on one hell of a show. And look at Justin just hanging on to these guys. I mean, he has dropped back to 1.5 seconds, but he's made it known. Oh, Justin overshoots that turn. He's going to go ahead and get back on the track and probably pit this time by. That's going to let Colorado catch him. Let's see how far ahead is Justin may be far enough ahead that he could take the gas and still get out in front of Spencer's team, but it's going to be close. We got a battle here for fifth as these guys are all right together. Scott's just behind him. Marcel is trying to find a way around Spencer. We're going to go back to this battle as this is the battle on the track between the leaders. David in the lead. Thomas trying to catch him. 13 minutes left. Let's see. Oh, you know I forgot to do. My bad, guys. Oh, track map. Track. Oh, maybe I didn't forget it. Maybe it just wasn't working. Alright, let's try a quick little refresh and see if I can get the track map up here. As Thomas is still trying to figure out a way. These guys are battling it out for fifth pretty hard right now. Marcellus trying to get underneath the 29. Got caught up in someone else's wreck. That definitely hurt him. There's my track map. Let's see, there's the sectors from here. Let's see if we check out the sectors. Let's go back up to the leaders. So sector 2, Stowers is quicker. David was faster in sector 1, but that was 1/10 of a second quicker in sector 2. See what it looks like when they get into sector 3 as Thomas is definitely looking fast. Thomas faster in sector 3 as he's going to make a move for the lead. He gets around David. Thomas to the lead going into turn 1. Does he look back here as we'll go ahead and change it back to Thomas? Go ahead and see how fast these guys are in relation this time by. That time by, wow. 0.6 of a second faster by David into sector 1. Or slower by David in sector 1. Let's see what it is through Sector 2. Who's faster? I think it's going to be David faster as he's gained 2 or 3 tenths. So we're going to see that +3 probably next to that number 2 position. Oh, +2. That looks about right. As Stowers has the lead, David is closing. Sometimes it is an advantage to be the second car when you're chasing. Gives you a little different incentive. And then Sector 3. Let's see who's faster through Sector 3 here. As we are coming to 10 minutes and 20 seconds left in this one. David was barely faster in that one. Down through Sector 1. As David looks for a spot to go. Who's going to have the fast time through Sector 1? This time by. Thomas actually pulled a gap. Thomas is going to be almost 2 tenths of a second faster through that sector. He's now 5 tenths up from second place David. Through Sector 2, I think Thomas has been consistently faster through here tonight. Let's see if this is a lead car thing or a second place car thing, or if Thomas was just faster. As David is visually catching him. David's going to catch him 2 tenths of a second through Sector 2. So essentially, David is slightly up about 5/100ths of a second with those 2 sectors together. Let's see how the third sector looks as they're about to cross the start-finish line with 9 minutes remaining. And David gained again. So David gained about 1/10 of a second that lap, roughly, maybe a little bit more. About 1/10 and a half. No, it's about 1/10 probably. Now Thomas is pulling away in Sector 1. You can visually see it on the screen. As Marcellus and Spencer Pete are still battling it out. And I said it might happen, but Justin did come out ahead of Spencer and Marcellus. So Justin sitting in that 4th position, hoping somebody in front of him makes a mistake. Be nice to see Justin get a podium finish through Sector 1 that time. David was 2.5 seconds slower. Wow, only about 0.08 tenths of a second faster through that second section for David that time. So he's definitely losing ground on the leader. And he was slower that time. So Smalling gaining probably right around 2 tenths of a second out on that lap. Now going through the fastest part of the track for him. Can he gain even more and pull away? As we are coming down to 7 minutes remaining in this one. Let's see who's faster. David was slightly faster in that sector that time. Every other time it's been David that we've been watching. Or been Thomas. That time it was David faster. Can David capitalize on it? As it looks like Thomas had a slip there. That gets David to his bumper. David has it cut down to 2 tenths of a second. Smalling making a slight mistake. And then able to pull away from him. Stowers. Just so you know, I pointed that out. And I wrote on. I watched you for your first lap lead on a road course. I think it was anyway. David up under Stowers. If you slow down, it's going to be close. Stowers faster through Sector 1, but a little bit slower through Sector 2, but not enough to take up the difference that he was faster through Sector 1. Ooh! David almost dives it in there. Can't quite get there. As they were, as Stowers and David were pretty close that lap on lap times. Let's look at what their lap times are. As David is looking to the high side of Stowers. They were exactly identical lap times, at least down to the hundredth of a second that last lap. With Stowers quicker by 0.125 seconds through Sector 1. Let's see if he can gain on that through Sector 2. As it's been traditionally the second car gaining speed in Sector 2. I think, they basically just matched each other this lap through Sector 1 and 2. If you even them out, there's only a 0.1 of a second difference that Thomas gained. But here comes David. David definitely quicker through Sector 3. All over the heels of Stowers. He was 1/10 of a second quicker. He's looking to the outside. Nothing there, Stowers. Oh! Stowers caught the curve. He gets turned around. He's yelling at me this time. Now you got to get my name right. Tough luck for Stowers as he catches the curving. It gets turned around. That paint is slick. Let's take a look at what happened. Definitely got a little help at the end of that one, but that was he was already sideways from the paint. I don't know if it would have made any difference. So David out in the lead. Thomas back by 4.5 seconds. Can he gain on him? There's only 2.5 minutes left. I think that's out of this one. Just enough. He gets sideways. Oh! Good save. Trying to get back out on that slick grass, but man, that could have gone all the way around. It was a good save out of Justin. So David well out in the lead right now over Stowers. He's got to make 0 mistakes as he's got about 2 minutes left to be perfect. Conrado sitting in that third position. He's got to feel pretty good about it. He's 18.7 seconds ahead of fourth place. Now Justin, after that slide, only has about 4.6 seconds over Marcellus. Marcellus has been quicker, but I don't think quick enough to catch him. So we're going to go back up to the lead. We had a good battle going there. Thomas just barely grabbed that paint, got a little sideways. David, nowhere to go, gives him a little bump, and that was the end of it. But I think Thomas was going around anyway. So Thomas in second. David well out in front now in that number 21 machine. And this should be, is that the white flag lap? Let's take a look. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thomas, you're the man. And you're in third. David in first. Thomas in second. Justin makes his way up to third. What happened? What happened to Colorado? I missed it. I missed what happened. Did he fall through? I don't see. Oh, looks like right when everybody else was having issues. Oh, he caught the paint too. That's what happened. David in the lead, coming around for the victory. One more turn, no mistakes, and we got our finale winner, David, with the win. Here comes Thomas, solidly in second for his championship in the inaugural season of eFormula V. Justin, gonna take home a podium. Just keep it straight. No mistakes. Don't run out of grass. Oh. Radio chatter has him losing gas. Marcellus, 3 seconds back. Here comes Marcellus. Here comes Marcellus. Is Marcellus going to get around him or give him a push? Justin in third, looking for his first podium. One more turn. Is Marcellus going to go around him? Here comes Marcellus. Marcellus gets him. Oh, knocks. What a crazy finish. What a crazy finish, guys. Oh, man. Justin having a blast. David with a good victory in that number 21 machine. Let's go ahead and grab an interview. All right, I was reading my announcements. My bad, guys. All right, let's go ahead and mute Justin. Wow, what a finish here tonight, guys. David with the win. Thomas with the championship. Marcellus steals the podium from Justin. Justin running out of gas, coming to the line. That was wild. That was absolutely wild, guys. Right there. That's a picture right there of sportsmanship, those two. There we go. We got our champion and our race winner. Do you know if David's going to try and make it in Discord or no? He usually doesn't. Okay. All right. We are going to mute and mute. And I am going to bring in Thomas. Thomas, James of the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Man, You guys had a heck of a race going, whether or not you were whichever Thomas you are with an S. as as you played a good in race reporter for me, keeping me fact checked. But man, you had a good run. You got around him. I mean, you had to feel like that was your best chance to get in front of him and kind of control the pace.
Yeah, man, it was great racing with him. You saw in the sprint race, we're real close on speed and time, and respectful racing. And he'd give me the room, I'd give him the room. Net code accident in the sprint race, and it's real good racing with him, man. I made a mistake down there in turn one. You can pick up time clipping the curb, and if you catch it crooked, it'll spin you.
Yeah, it had you going around, and he was so close to you. I think he got a little help going around, but there was nothing he could do about that. That
Oh yeah,
was
no doubt, no doubt.
that was a heck of a run by both of you. But most importantly, season one champion of the eFormula V Series. How's that feel?
Feels good. Feels good knowing that how fast these guys are in here. There's ranging talent, and they all kind of stepped up over the season. And good race. I'm looking forward to racing in some of Marcellus's other series, and some of these other fixed series with these other guys.
Yeah, it's definitely been a great season, and thanks for putting on a show all season long. And congratulations on your second.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yep. Well, at least you got a podium because I planned on talking to you anyway. What a race, Marcellus! It's Justin runs out of gas, and you're able to steal that third place from him.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, I was about to tell him congratulations with your podium because it's the first time for him. But there he stood still and no fuel left. Crazy, man. Crazy finish.
He tried to play some strategy. It almost worked for him. I mean, that was a great finish between you guys for third. And man, after the way this race started, you have to feel like third's a win.
I'll be honest with you. I was a little ticked off there at the start. I know. I mean, I set it up wrong. It wasn't supposed to be a rolling start. But I mean, if you get hit before we even get to the last turn, taking the green flag, that's pretty frustrating. I'm sure you've seen a lot of that in oval racing as well. But to me, that's just pretty frustrating, and that just shows that some of the guys really need to step up their game when it comes to experience in how to get started in things like this.
Yeah, definitely. And I've seen a lot, probably more on dirt than anywhere else. But yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of that hitting each other under pace laps, even if it's accidental. It's just one of those mistakes that can ruin somebody's night early.
Yeah, I mean those are the kind of mistakes that are just not necessary. Everybody makes mistakes. I'm proof of that again today. We can miss shifts. We can just overshoot the turn. We can lose the back end or whatnot, but not before the green flag. I mean that's just silly.
Well, you had a good run here tonight overall, and I'll tell you what, it was one hell of a season. It didn't matter if we had 7 people or if we had 15 people in here. The racing was absolutely phenomenal, top class. I mean, I know a lot of these guys are beginners and intermediate drivers, so the type of racing these guys put on was absolutely exceptional.
Well, thank you very much, James, for all your support and all your time and efforts that you put in it, keeping us on the air for these first 12 races. I hope we can see you again next year or next season, and hopefully we'll attract some more drivers. Especially, I think the racing has been great, but it'd be even greater if we had a lot more cars.
Yeah, I can only imagine if we could get like a 20-car field with this type of competition. I might go nuts.
Oh, you wouldn't be able to keep up.
Hey, I got a few tricks up my sleeve that I'll be showing here soon, so we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, great show you guys put on for us all season long, and thanks for doing this for these guys and the content for the channel. It's been awesome. It's been absolutely amazing. Even with a small field today for 6, the racing was exceptional.
Thank you very much, James. Once again, hope to see you in season 2, and I really appreciate your efforts, man.
Thank you, bud. All right, guys, that will be it. As we got David with the win, Thomas in second, our series champion, Marcellus in third, Justin in fourth, Spencer Pete in fifth, Conrado in sixth, and Scott in seventh. Guys, as always, until next time.